Medical relief sent to Ukraine from World Health Organization, or WHO, warehouses in Dubai. Life-saving medical supplies, including ambulances, trauma and emergency surgery kits, as well as medicines for chronic diseases such as diabetes and hypertension, have been flown on 2 chartered flights to Ukraine and its neighboring countries from Dubai, United Arab Emirates, or UAE. The UAE government, an important partner of WHO, covered the chartered flight's cost of around $400,000. WHO previously sent 4 chartered flights containing more than 100 metric tons of supplies, with 108 metric tons pending to be dispatched. The United Arab Emirates is a recipient of the Shining World Leadership Award for Good Governance and a laureate of Shining World Leadership Awards for Peace, Environment Protection, and Compassion. Thank you, WHO, UAE, and dedicated support personnel for diligently working non-stop to ensure the displaced and wounded Ukrainian people have access to medical items and services needed. We urge Russia to stop this senseless war immediately. In God's immeasurable blessings, may peace soon prevail in Ukraine.
Once fertile southern Madagascar becoming a desert due to climate change. Unpredictable weather patterns, cutting down of trees and clearing of forests have exacerbated the 4 years of drought in the region. The United Nations World Food Programme, or WFP, warned last year that Madagascar was at risk of having the world's first climate change famine. Unable to cultivate any crops due to a lack of rain, more than 1 million people suffer from food insecurity. Theodore Mbainesam, WFP chief for Android and Anoisi, says, "If you ask the elders, do you think it's going to rain? They say they don't know. Before they could tell from the position of the moon when it was going to rain, but people do not manage to analyze anymore." Although WFP, local authorities, and other aid organizations have tried to resolve the food crisis by spending many months distributing food, the drought still lingers in the region. Such concerning news, Madagascar. May the situation improve for the Malagasy people as we soon realize world vegan, world peace in heaven's merciful gaze.
British man sets new record for growing most tomatoes on one stem. Douglas Smith from Hertfordshire, United Kingdom, studied numerous scientific papers and soil analyses before setting out to create a Guinness World Record for growing tomatoes. Inspired by his previous success in producing the biggest tomato in the UK, Mr. Smith first set a record of yielding 839 tomatoes on a single stem, almost double the 10-year-old world record. A few weeks after this first success, Mr. Smith harvested 1,269 tomatoes on a single stem, setting another world record. The inspired gardener says he is out to do more, growing the world's heaviest potato and aubergine. What an outstanding accomplishment, Douglas Smith, that is an inspiration for gardeners everywhere. May the world soon be guided into a compassionate era filled with limitless, benevolent possibilities in the tenderness of the providence.
Researchers at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT, working on plastics replacement using naturally derived ingredients. The building blocks of plant fiber, known as CNCs or cellulose nanocrystals, have been mixed with synthetic polymers to create a material that has more strength than aluminum alloys and even certain types of bone. The MIT team has managed to combine concentrations of CNCs to as high as 90% of the material's composition, potentially making it a greener option over petroleum-based plastics. Dr. Abhinav Rao, one of the researchers, stated, "If you could avoid shrinkage, you could keep scaling up, maybe to the meter scale. Then, if we were to dream big, we could replace a significant fraction of plastics with cellulose composites." Our warm thanks and best wishes for your continued success, Massachusetts Institute of Technology and researchers. Indeed, we pray all will soon share a glorious green future that also benefits our wondrous people of the animal kingdom in divine shelter.
Ambulance boat carries patients across Mekong River Delta free of charge. Over 700 households in Dong Din Isle Hamlet, located between the Thien River, a branch of the Mekong, and Dong Tap in Âu Lạc, also known as Vietnam, have faced many difficulties when trying to cross the river to get to the Province General Hospital due to the lack of boats. Thanks to the ambulance boat of Nguyen Van Thuan, almost 1,000 critical illness cases have been ferried across the river free of charge for the past 15 years by him and his team. The kind-hearted Mr. Thuan has also campaigned to raise funds to pay the hospital expenses for underprivileged patients. Our admiration and appreciation, Mr. Thuan and team, for your loving kindness and devotion. May Buddha forever bless your noble deeds.
Footwear company makes a vegan version of Aussie favorite Ugg boots. Once Wild, based in Sydney, Australia, has released a vegan version of the Aussie favorite Ugg boot using high-quality vegan suede and false shearling. They are 100% cruelty-free and certified by Vegan Australia. According to its website, Once Wild is a lifestyle brand that offers a conscious choice for the ethical fashion wearer. We believe that animals should roam free just as nature intended. Animals were once wild and should remain that way. That's why we're advocates for cruelty-free footwear. Bravo, Once Wild, for creating an eco-friendly and kind alternative Ugg boot. In celestial comfort, may we soon live in a caring world where we no longer exploit our animal friends for food or clothing.
Benevolent lady quits corporate life to care for sanctuary animal people. After spending 12 years as a creative art director in New York City, United States, Jamie Baldanza decided to leave corporate life to set up a private animal person sanctuary in rural western Monmouth County, New Jersey, called Sage Hill Farm. Spanning 10 hectares and complete with red barns and white fences, the site is home to 6 wild horse, 3 sheep, 1 wild donkey, and 4 pig people. Each one has a different story of how they arrived. Some are from rescue organizations, others escaped slaughter trucks, while yet others were retired from racing or medical research. A passionate activist, Jamie has also produced the documentary series Wild Lands, Wild Horses to shed light on the plight of wild horse people and their unique individual personalities in the hope of ending their abuse. Our sincere appreciation, Jamie Baldanza and staff of Sage Hill Farm, for helping to end animal people's suffering and reawakening people's hearts to respect all of God's creations through your loving work. May everyone soon realize the sentience of all beings and turn vegan in the light of the providence.